One of the things that I feel like people really realized and saw up close during the pandemic was that there isn't a disparity in talent, there's a disparity in resources. And often those that don't have resources get overlooked for investment in the future. So what we've seen and learned at the Chicago Community Trust is when we focus on leaders like Brenda at NLEN who have the right ideas to solving issues and are doing so hand in hand with members of their community, the financial resources are just the missing ingredient.
We Rise Together is a collaborative housed at the Chicago Community Trust that is dedicated to helping further a more equitable economic recovery. During COVID, there was this initial emergency response, but then we were going to have a longer-term, thoughtful recovery process. So the trust pulled together philanthropy, business, community leaders and said, what would a more equitable economic recovery look like? And can we host a fund to help make that happen?
When We Rise Together looked at opportunities for funding, we were looking for projects that, with appropriate resources, could get their doors open and to serving community. And NLEN was absolutely ripe in that moment.
Chicago Community Trust funding helped to bring our capital campaign to the finish line. Their funding allowed us to bring all of our programs and services under one building.
The social enterprise, Be Love, the cafe, the products are a really exciting innovation in how an organization can provide really good services to people who are vulnerable, but they also provide a really great pathway into understanding the work because we can buy the products, we can give them as gifts to donors in our network, to our board members, to our employees, to our families. And through that gift giving, help tell the story of NLEN and the work that they're doing in the community.
We have a multi-pronged approach to measuring impact that includes looking at secondary data sources, interviewing residents, and we can see around the Be Love Cafe and the NLEN headquarters, in the block that surrounds this, we can see almost a 60% increase in spending through MasterCard since this place opened.
That's a number that we wouldn't know if We Rise Together hadn't commissioned that type of study. But it's a game changer because now people see this isn't just charity, but this is work that is an engine. We are driving economic growth in North Lawndale.
What I have found is that when we invite either our own board members or partners, other philanthropic institutions to visit NLEN, it completely transforms their vision of what's possible.
When we hosted the City Club event here, you could tell people were really impressed by the campus, and they were really impressed with the cafe. People bought a lot of the products. So when they walked out of here, you had new ambassadors.
We Rise Together funding certainly helps us to accelerate the work that we're already doing, but it also provides us with the confidence that we need to go out and secure more.
The Voice of the Voiceless Award is really an honor. We certainly don't try to speak for others, but I think that what we can do is amplify the voices of people who aren't always listened to.
There's so much talent that we don't fully exercise because we're not listening. We're not listening to the things that people know they need, and if we would truly listen and resource them, we would have a better city all the way around.
I mean, to feel heard really is very reflective of the leadership that helped to establish We Rise Together, and that's Gloria Castillo. They've set themselves slightly apart, I think in part because of Gloria's values and her audacious, big thinking and vision that has helped to really improve the quality of life for so many organizations and so many communities.
Chicago will succeed as a whole when every single one of our neighborhoods gets the investment it needs, and that's what really We Rise Together means. It means that if we all recognize the value of every part of our city, that we will all benefit when that becomes a reality.